Once upon a time, long ago in ancient Persia, lived a young prince named Arsalan. He was brave and kind, but his heart was filled with a great longing to see the world. One night, while sleeping, he dreamed of a beautiful garden filled with every flower imaginable, at the center of which stood a palace of shimmering silver. And on the balcony of that palace, he saw the most beautiful princess he had ever seen. She smiled at him, and just before she vanished, she gave him a small enchanted rose. When Arsalan awoke, the rose was in his hand, filling his room with a gentle light. He knew then that the dream was real, and he made a solemn promise to himself. He would find the princess and the magical garden, no matter where they were. With his sword at his side and the rose safely in his pocket, Arsalan set out on his journey. He traveled over mountains and across deserts, facing many dangers along the way. He battled fierce monsters and outsmarted cunning jinn, but his courage never faltered. After many long months, he came to a land where the air was sweet with the smell of flowers. The trees were tall and green, and the streams sang a peaceful song. Arsalan followed the scent until he came to a magnificent gate, guarded by two great lions. The lions, who were really two powerful magical creatures in disguise, roared at Arsalan. "Nobody may enter the garden of Princess Faraklaka," they declared. "Go back or face our wrath." Arsalan, however, was not afraid. He held up the glowing rose. The lions saw the magical flower, and their roars softened into gentle purrs. The rose was a symbol of love and purity, and its light was too strong for the lions to resist. They parted, allowing Arsalan to enter the garden. The garden was even more beautiful than in his dream. The flowers shone like jewels, and the air was filled with the music of tiny singing birds. Arsalan followed a path of sparkling stones until he came to the silver palace. On the balcony stood Princess Faraklaka. She saw Arsalan holding the rose and smiled. "You have found me at last, brave prince," she said. "The rose was a gift from my heart, a magical charm to guide you here." Arsalan returned her smile and ran up the palace stairs. They finally met and spoke for a long time, sharing stories of their adventures and dreams. Arsalan learned that Faraklaka had been waiting for him, for it had been prophesied that a kind and courageous prince would one day find her. And as the sun began to set, painting the sky with shades of orange and pink, the palace and garden seemed to shimmer even brighter, as if celebrating their joyful reunion. Arsalan and Faraklaka, hand in hand, knew they would face the future together, no longer separated by time and space. So remember, my little one, that a kind heart and a brave spirit can overcome any obstacle, no matter how great. And sometimes the most wonderful gifts come not from a king's treasure chest, but from a simple, magical rose. Now, close your eyes and drift off to sleep, and who knows, maybe you'll dream of a beautiful garden of your own. Sweet dreams.